Hello there, I'm here to bring us a message from Spirit. So I want to thank Spirit, my guides, my angels, all of our guides that are bringing this message through to us for our highest good and love and light for all. I do not want any of that negative energy in this reading. Of course, if we have to learn something that is not positive, that's fine, but we only want help for our highest good. So, with that said, I'm going to pull the top card, and oh fudge, we got the Tower card. Alright, honey, and do you see that building back there moving? Isn't that funny? It's just like a trailer of some kind getting hauled. So, kind of interesting. That might mean something. So, the Tower is huge, right? So this is a fire energy and a Mars driven card. 16 reduces to 7, which is about change and options, and the Tower upright says sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, and sudden insight. Let's see. In reverse, it says personal transformation, fear of change, averting or delayed disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time, restlessness. So, I believe Spirit's saying, like, there's no more waiting anymore. Something is about to go down, maybe even today. And it does feel like an energy that, you know, obviously seems a little scary, but I feel that your energy is very reserved and peaceful right now, and this might be signifying that there's an area of your life that will blossom for you. It seems as though you're someone who is probably detached enough from, you know, general life soul attachment stuff. Like, we know that everything is temporary, right? So it does feel like this is one of those moments the universe is gifting you, because they know you're understanding that nothing is for you to keep, and it's all for the experience we get. So we have 5 of Swords. This is related to the first decan of Aquarius, sorry. So it is an air energy card. The number 5 is associated. So it does talk about instability, exaggeration, overextension, strife, changes, freedom, and loss. And the card does say no. So upright, it is talking about conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationships. So now that we know the Tower card is what our messages, you know. With this 5 of Swords, I would say Spirit is just saying be very careful and be like the whole Super Bowl thing, right? Like, love will always, I can't remember what it said, but it's always stronger than like fear and hate. So you work on retaining your image and retaining your respect for yourself, you know, and other things will break down the way they should. Try not to be impulsive or have high expectations or unachievable expectations. Just keep that in mind. This might be an energy you're dealing with, and you might be under the impression it's the only way to be, but this King of Wands in reverse does have a lot of fire energy in it, and you really want to take your time now that this Tower moment is occurring. You have that 5 of Swords energy kind of, I don't want to say like daunting on it, but essentially these are the signs that Spirit wants you to see to avoid. Either you might recognize it in yourself or others. With this King of Wands in reverse, it is fire energy. The 3rd decan of Scorpio and 2nd decan of Sagittarius is associated. So you might be dealing with the Sagittarius or Scorpio at this time. It does feel like there's a lot of Scorpio influence when it comes to the Tower. So that might tell you something there. And then I just want to ask Spirit what we can. Oh, okay. Let's see what it says. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is the second decan of Taurus or Earth energy. In reverse, it does say self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, strings attached, power and domination. And in the upright position, it says giving, receiving, sharing, wealth, generosity, and charity. And 6 has to do with movement, balance, solutions, harmony, healing, and empathy. So in reverse, I think it's just a warning that you don't want to let power get to your head, kind of thing. Always stay humble. Of course, you know, there's things you have to do in order to maintain your position and things, but try to be careful about how you go about it. Lastly, Knight of Pentacles, upright, it's hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, and responsibility. So this Knight of Pentacles feels like your energy, feels like the energy that you've had with you all along. And I believe Source is guiding us to continue on with this energy because things are getting pushed out of the way for you to take place where you're meant to be. This is an air and earth card, so second decan of Aries and third decan of Aries, second decan of Taurus. So yeah, I think that Spirit's saying like you're more than ready, and it really has to do with what you're going to do when it comes to like controlling your own energy. Honestly, the Judgment card came out, so it is talking about rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. So this is a fire and Pluto energy card. The number 20 is associated, and 2 is what it reduced down to, and it's about balancing polarities. So yeah, I feel like this is just confirmation that we should use our own judgment to the best of our ability in this situation. And to round out this message for you, I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card and see what that energy is for us today and what we can take with us moving forward. Okay, and again, I always say this, but I love that the little box here says the spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and their secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you. Interesting. So the card that just flew out right now, if you saw that, is 54. The Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. Isn't that so cute? And honestly, I feel like it's also like, I don't know, some song where they're like shitting on them, you know? So, you know, I think you're shitting on them, basically. So, so there's nothing to worry about. Do not go into this new journey with doubt in yourself. So this is on page 160, Oracle message. What do you value? What do you believe in? Is your best, most authentic self on display? Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others feel your authenticity, and will be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, good. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self, your true self. And protection message, not everyone will appreciate you. Many people have issues of their own to address, and you may trigger something in them, but if so, no matter, Skunk Spirit calls you to be fully yourself without apology. Now is the time for honesty and admitting that something does not sit right for you. You deserve the self-respect that comes when you courageously choose to stand up for yourself and speak your truth in love. Remember who you are and what really matters to you, and act with integrity. You'll be so glad that you did. Yeah, sorry for rushing through that, but I did have like a little bit of like a download before And I wanted to share that I think Spirit wants us to really enjoy pleasure today and allow that to teach you that you can respect yourself and you can value yourself and you can invest into what's good for you, because you're probably doing it for everybody else, but it is really important to do that for ourselves too. And whether that's listening to like an audiobook because maybe someone has a beautiful voice, or ordering some kind of perfume or something like that, anything that deals with your senses and you kind of connecting with that, and also allowing that feeling of like appreciation and just like enjoyment to come through, I think is very powerful, and I think will help us with this message moving forward, because things are about to go down. You're gonna be where you're gonna be, and I think you're meant to be there, and I don't think everyone's ready for it, but that's okay. You're not for everybody. No one's for everybody. There are some people out there that are so happy that you're the one, you know. So keep that in mind. Be the one for yourself, you know. And that's kind of all I have right now. So I hope that this message was something that was helpful. And I hope that you move forward confidently today and enjoy yourself. So, love you and goodbye.